Hello and welcome to a Learn Embedded Systems video where today we are going to show you how to use the new network install feature or network boot feature on the Raspberry Pi 4 and 400. This new feature allows you to install a Raspberry Pi OS image and a number of other OSs over the network instead of requiring another computer or a pre-flashed SD card to do so. For existing boards currently in circulation, the bootloader will need to be updated, which does require another method of flashing an SD card. However, Raspberry Pi will eventually ship new units with this updated bootloader, so you won't need to flash your SD card or other installation media. All you will need is an internet connection and an Ethernet cable. This new bootloader is currently in beta, but you shouldn't encounter any problems. But if you do encounter any, then you can reinstall the original bootloader, and you should be good to go. Any original OS images that you have will work just fine with this new bootloader. To get started, we're going to need a Raspberry Pi 4 or 400. Here I'm using the Raspberry Pi 4 4GB model. A blank micro SD card for the updated bootloader. This card will be wiped during the process, so just be careful you've got nothing on it that you care about. A method of writing to the SD card, and I'm using my Windows PC and a USB SD card reader. Finally, a keyboard to plug into the Raspberry Pi, as well as an Ethernet cable for a network connection. So the first step that we need to do is update the bootloader on the Raspberry Pi. We need to use the Raspberry Pi Imager software on your computer. If you don't have this program, then you can simply download it from the Raspberry Pi software website. I will link that down below in the description. In the Choose OS menu, scroll down to MISC or Miscellaneous Utility Images, then select Beta Test Bootloader. From the following menu, select SD card boot. This just selects the boot order of the Pi, and SD card boot means that it will boot from the SD card first before trying the other options. Then select your SD card in the storage menu. Be aware that this will overwrite anything that is currently on the SD card, so make sure nothing is on there and nothing important is on there. Then hit write and let it do its job. It will take a few moments. Once the SD card has been flashed, install it into your Raspberry Pi and power it on. Also connected to this Pi is a monitor, keyboard and Ethernet cable. After powering on the Pi, you will see the green activity light flash briefly, and then the display output will be solid green. And this means that the bootloader has been successfully flashed. Now you can power off the Pi and remove the SD card. Now input the SD card that you want to install the OS on. I just quickly formatted the card that we just used. The SD card should be blank because if there is an OS already on it, then the bootloader will simply just boot that OS instead of installing a new one. When you power on the Pi, you'll see this boot menu. Sorry about the janky footage, I can't get a screen recorder going at this point. Press and hold Tab on the keyboard, then hit space. The installer will download, and then the Pi will reboot into the installer. Once you reach this screen, you can use Tab, the arrow keys, and Enter to navigate the menus. In the Choose OS menu, you can select pretty much any OS that you can find in the desktop version of Raspberry Pi Imager. I am just going to use the standard Raspberry Pi OS 32-bit version. Then, select the SD card from the storage menu, and finally, write the OS to the SD card. This again will overwrite anything on the card. It will take a little while to install, but after a few moments, the Pi will reboot and boot into Raspberry Pi OS. So there we have it. Raspberry Pi OS installed over a network connection. So for new Raspberry Pis that ship with the new bootloader, this will significantly simplify the operating system installation process. And if you have an older Raspberry Pi, once you have updated the bootloader, you won't have to worry about that again, and you can use this network install whenever you like. So let me know what you think about this, and let me know about any questions you have down in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, have a nice day.